OffBeat Sports Podcast presented by Celsius.
It's been a tale of two seasons for the Boston Celtics.
I probably aged about 10 years just from that series.
I'd probably compare myself to just a younger, smarter, more handsome, stronger Michael Jordan.
Let's go Celtics. Go Patriots.
These are guys who, when you give them a bowl of Cheerios in the morning, they finish every last drop of milk.
Absolute clown over here.
I'm ready when you are, baby.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the OffBeat Sports Podcast. Today, we're continuing our new interview series called OffBeat University, where we interview Division I college athletes, both male and female, from many different sports to get the full perspective into the lives of our student athletes. Today, we're joined by UNC women's basketball guard, Ariel Young. Thanks for joining us, Ariel. Happy to have you on.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. So I read that your mom played in the WNBA and your dad coaches at the Division I level. So how has growing up around the game of basketball helped you become who you are today?
Having two coaches pretty much in the household since I was little definitely made me more excited about doing hard things. Like my dad always woke us up in the middle of the night. If you need to work out, you want to get better, we need to go now. So I never said no. So being disciplined in that area, it was fun just being around the game and learning the game at a young age. And I took it a lot more serious than a lot of people at a young age as well. But it definitely made me more of a people person as well, because when you're on a team at a young age, you know how to communicate with other people. So I really appreciate it for sure.
Yeah, so you started out at Michigan. You transferred following your freshman season. And so what about UNC made it so appealing to make that switch?
Courtney Banghart definitely introduced North Carolina to me as a growing program. We have a rich history, and she really wanted to put it back on the map. She showed me all the people that she was bringing in, and I had to jump on board, and the coaching staff is great. Coach Walk, Coach Itoro, Coach Joe, they all made sure that I felt welcome when I came here. And also they always had a plan for me, and they've always been there for me. So definitely the coaches, definitely UNC basketball, women's basketball history. And UNC is a great institution. It's one of the best public universities in the country. So why not,
Yeah. So what would you say your favorite part of playing basketball at UNC is?
I don't want to be that cliche person that says they're teammates, but my teammates are great. You don't really see such a good group of girls, just not on the basketball court, but as people. I've definitely built lifelong relationships with my team, and it's unique. The feeling that you get here, regardless of who you are, regardless of how many minutes you play, regardless of what you do on the court, it always feels like family. And that is rare. I've been around a lot of, college teams, so I definitely feel like this team is unique.
Hey, it's not always a bad thing to be a cliche. I mean, that's a good answer. I'm sure if your teammates listen to this, they'll be happy to hear that too.
Yeah.
So last year, you were injured for most of the season, and so injuries can be really unsettling for athletes, especially when they put them out of the sport they love for an extended period of time. So how did you find ways to push through that season-ending knee injury?
Definitely having people around me that's been through it and know what you're going through. My mom's been through it, my sister's been through it. So picking their brains and kind of like going through the process through their eyes and how they got through it. My teammate Tiani Key, she got injured shortly after me, same injury to ACL. We pretty much went through rehab at the exact same time, and having another person cheer you on in rehab and being that person on the bench that you can laugh with, knowing that we're not going to get in. I think that it made us work harder, pushing each other, because that rehab is long and it's hard and it's tedious. Having to learn how to walk, how to take off, how to change directions, it's a hard progress. So having that support system around me really helped me, and just praying on it. It's a hard injury, and it's easy to isolate yourself and feel bad for yourself. But instead of that, I prayed about it, and I know God has a plan for me. So just taking on it, like on that injury in that perspective, really helped me through the injury.
Yeah, so now you're coming back, you bounced back this year. What are your expectations, both personally and for the team to achieve this season?
Me personally, I really just want to make sure that I'm a good teammate, number one. I'm always gonna, give 110%, no matter who we play, no matter what time it is. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make sure that I'm that person the coaches go to, and whatever they ask me to do, I'm gonna do. The team, we have vets and we have rookies, and as far as we went last year, we should go even farther. Like, we've already established on the team that, we're trying to get that national championship. We're trying to hang banners, and that's been pretty consistent since I've been here. So I have very high expectations for us. Like, we're definitely gonna come out swinging, and we're chasing. They're chasing that ring for sure.
Hey, it's a good goal to have. I mean, that is why you play basketball. You want to win that big tournament.
Yeah.
So as a high level Division I program such as the University of North Carolina, being such a historic program, how do you balance the life of being a student athlete, like in combining those two kind of lives?
It's definitely challenging at times, especially when, you meet people that aren't athletes and you see them going to different campus events, going to all different things that you technically can't because you have practice, you got, rehab, you got lift, you got conditioning. So it can be a little difficult to like, really step out into the campus life like other students, but at the same time, like, you have your teammates and then you have a goal ultimately. So you don't really worry about that as much. When it comes to like the school part, you definitely have to be on top of your stuff. The coaches do a good job in putting those expectations not only in the classroom but on the court. And we really appreciate them, even though they can be a little hard on us. But it's worth it. And having a degree from the University of North Carolina, it holds some weight in the real world. So that's the goal, is to get that degree, but not only to win, but get that degree. So you definitely need to be disciplined, and you definitely need to be on your work. If you get anything, early, get it done early. So just managing your time in that way.
Yeah, and so I'm assuming you grew up a basketball fan. Are there any NBA or WNBA players that you grew up watching or watch now that just particularly you enjoy watching more than others?
Diana Taurasi is definitely a WNBA player that I've looked up to. She's such a force on the court, the way she shoots the ball, how she talks to her teammates, how she's always fired up no matter who they're playing. She's definitely a staple in WNBA history. So she's definitely one of the people that I looked up to get to when it comes to her energy with her teammates and how she, like, her fire to win plays on the court. NBA, um, I think KD is a good person that, like, my dad used to watch highlights of when I was younger. He's definitely like a unicorn. Like there's a, like he's
Oh
just
yeah.
like he just do everything, and it's such a joy to watch.
Mhm.
And like I don't think there's not a lot of players like him, especially as dominant as he is on the floor, especially offensively. So
Mhm. And as a guy from Boston, I mean, we almost had him as Celtics fans.
yeah.
We were in that mix, but we didn't go that way. I guess I'm happy we're keeping Jaylen Brown. I'm a big Jaylen Brown guy as well, so it's like it's kind of a win-win situation. So,
Gotcha,
uh,
gotcha.
so that's all I got for you tonight. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate you taking the time to do this interview. Um, and best of luck this season. Can't wait to tune in to a couple of your games and see how you guys do. Um, and thanks everyone for watching and listening. Be sure to check us out on Instagram at offbeat_sports, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and make sure you're on the lookout for the next installation of the OffBeat University series. Thank you. Bye.